I am aware that because I'm there myself, a lot of you are sick and tired and over this whole Snakegate situation. Okay? Like, I've been over it for a long time, but I've just been covering it because it's been interesting. Well, let's just put the final touch to all of it and close out this season. Kandi Burruss shared some light to what happened in their group text, the private group text chat. Nene Leaks did some things, so Kandi shared some light on Snagate. So no matter how, boring some of this video might be, just hear Kandi out. Let's put an end to this. And I will be back with the next part. Please understand, instead of me sitting and doing a review for an hour and a half or an hour, I'm breaking it up, okay? So Yovana was a major part of part 3. So this is her part. Then I'm going to come back with the part about Kenya and other girls. And I also have a separate part about Portia by herself. And then also Kandi did another interview that I'm also going to post. So hang in there with me. I have a few videos coming out. I'm going to do my best to upload all of them today and not give you one a day. Okay, I'm doing my best to get caught up now. So thank you for your patience. What's up, my Fina left? It's Miss Fina D coming to you all from Vienna Entertainment News.
Question. So Snakey was a little crazy this season. When Andy asked you about if you believed Giovanna, you went like this. Has your answer changed, and why were you like this?
Okay, the reason why I went like that is because the story was just so over the top, and it just kind of felt like she was being extra thirsty to be in the group, and that she's changed her story a couple times. You know what I mean? Because it
Mm-hmm.
was like, you know, in Canada, it was one thing, and then they showed y'all a little clip of, it was a scene that they never showed. It was a clip from when Cynthia and I had to go to lunch with her one time,
Mm-hmm.
and we were confronting her about it then, and she was just kind of like, oh, there was never an audio, trying to make it seem like it never happened, like it was a whole big misunderstanding, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, but I was just like, I knew it had to be some truth to it, but I just didn't know what it was. So I was just kind of like, I don't know if I believe you. I don't know. But what I will tell you is, right after the reunion, I think the part that made us kind of believe, or made me kind of believe, because I'm like, well, why didn't Nene just get up and leave right before you came on? Obviously there was something that she didn't want to address and go back and forth with. So I was trying to like figure it out. But after the reunion, I thought it was really crazy. Nene sent us some of the text messages that supposedly were between her and Giovanna, right?
Oh, do
Now,
tell.
yeah, now mind you, Nene has posted some other stuff online, but the messages that she sent us in our group chat were not the messages that I saw her post online. So
I was going to start the video on a different note, but it's okay to save the best for last, okay? Because y'all already know I was going to start with comments and hilarious, tweets and things like that. Because once again, it was the Kenya Moore show. But I had to start it with Giovanna because what I thought was about to be the night all about Giovanna exposing Nene, it ended up being once again the Kenya Moore show, okay? So, if you notice, Kandi just said the text messages that Nene Leaks sent to them in the group chat is not the same text messages she posted online. Now, Giovanna did say in some of her Instagram live that Nene posted fake texts. She said not all of them was fake, but some of them were fake, okay? So it's almost like Kandi is kind of confirming certain things.
Yeah. So Nene has been releasing these text messages. What's your response to that? What would you like to tell everybody to clear the air on that? What I would like to tell everybody, if she would have stayed in her seat at the reunion and not got up like a coward, she probably would have understood. Yes, no, but she would have understood what those bogus ass doctored up text messages were about. But because she ran away, she didn't get to find out the truth about that.
Judge at Bravo Annie had all the receipts at the reunion. You were a no-show. Case dismissed. It took you 2 days to piece together them bogus bleep text messages. Give it up, sis. It's a wrap at Nene Leaks. You had the floor, HBIC. I got receipts too, but we won't go there just yet. I'm really trying to move on to other stories of the night, so I'm not going to be including Nene Leaks text messages in this video, but I've made it easy for those of you who missed the videos that I did on this, okay? I've included part 1 and part 2 of Yovana on Instagram Live and all of the text messages that Nene Leaks released a few weeks ago. I did videos on those, so you don't even have to go to the playlist to search for those videos. Part 1 and part 2 are below. You can go there and get the full details and read the text messages and all of that. That would be more quicker than me basically repeating everything I just talked about a few weeks ago, okay? So let's listen more to what Kandi had to say, and then we're going to move on.
But what she posted in our group chat, and I even talked to some of the girls after she sent it, because nobody replied after. So it kind of felt like, to me, I didn't know why she sent the text, because before it, I kind of felt like, okay, Yovana could have just been making this whole situation up. But when she sent the text, it kind of backed up what Yovana had said to us in the show, that they kind of, like, Yovana was reporting to her everything that she was doing. The text was saying something like, it was like different days. It was from different days. So like one of the days she was saying stuff like, yeah, I tried to ask Cynthia to come meet me and Kandi or something. But she was like, but they were going out of town, so they couldn't sit. So she was like, so should I try to call and meet her another day? And Nene wasn't putting what her replies were, but she was showing what this girl. So I'm like, why would this girl feel like she had to call you and say, oh yes, like basically trying to set us up to record us? And that's why I was like really thrown off by Yovana, because I was like, okay, her coming on the show tonight, to me, it did not make her look any better.
Right. So you would have to think that her coming on is to share her truth.
Yeah, but I didn't get the truth should have just stayed where it was at, because it really just, to me, it made them both look crazy. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, okay, you were befriending us so that you could report information back to Nene. And then, Nene, you was cool with this girl recording people and sending it to you?
Right.
No, I didn't get it.
So you're still 50-50. You're still undecided.
It's not that I'm undecided. I just like, whatever it was some bullshit. That's how I felt. And mind you, I'm not the only one that felt this way, because when she sent the text to all of us right after the reunion, obviously a lot of people was like feeling like different ways, because we were like, okay, Nene, you should have stayed on. A lot of us felt that way. You know what I mean? A lot of us felt like, why would you get up and leave just because this girl was coming to show? So we was feeling that way. But then you send us these texts that pretty much kind of go along with what this girl is saying. So now we all looking at you sideways. Even, it was just kind of like, I was like, all of us, we just didn't reply to her. We just kind of was like, don't
know. I'm like, do you have your receipts? We want the receipts.
Yeah, it was just like, what, you saying, do I have the
receipts?
Yeah. That's their receipts. They're not my receipts.
No, because she texted you. So I'm wondering.
She texted to the whole group.
Yeah. So was there any?
All the girls.
Was there any? I mean, I think it says a lot that none of you guys replied. So it's clear that she wasn't really pleading her case very well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying she was pleading her case. She just kind of like, I guess she was just sending the text. I don't know what she was trying to say, because
it wasn't making sense.
Yeah, it didn't make anybody feel better about it.
Got it. Okay. And none of you replied.
Kind of felt like, this shows us that this girl was reporting to you. I was just like,
So why would Nene send that then, to like verify what you guys all
I don't know. I
thought?
guess she was just trying to show us that Giovanna was taping people, or was willing to be taping people. You know what I mean? So I guess she was just kind of like, this girl is, not no person
Interesting.
that felt. I don't know.
Interesting.
Which I
Well,
felt that way anyway after this episode. She didn't have to send
right.
me a text for me to think that.
For sure. For
Like,
sure.
no, actually, since the reunion, Nene and I haven't talked at all.
Okay.
No. Mm-mm.
Why do you think you ladies didn't respond to the group text? It just like wasn't something that you felt needed a response?
I don't know why everybody else didn't respond. I mean, now mind you, it was a very long day, obviously. Mm-hmm. And like I said, a lot of people were disappointed because she walked away and didn't come back, so people could have felt the way about that.
Sure.
And then, like I said, the other thing was, I myself, and I know a couple other people, they speak for themselves, felt as though the text did not make her look any better. It did not prove a point for her. It only really proved what Giovanna was saying. You know what I'm saying? That Giovanna was reporting all this stuff back to her. You know what I mean? Sure. So it just kind of like, but I mean, she didn't really know what Giovanna had said to us because she didn't sit on and listen. So
yeah.
So I don't really know why everybody didn't respond. I guess everybody had their own reasons for not responding.
People were saying things like, when Portia and Phaedra had the situation with Kandi, all Portia had was, Phaedra told me that Kandi said she was going to do A, B, and C to me. And Phaedra then said, no, I didn't. I told you, I repeated what I heard, okay? Because Phaedra, as an attorney, wasn't about to incriminate herself on camera. She said, no, I didn't. I told you, I repeated what I heard. Portia starts yelling and crying. Why would you lie to that, Phaedra? Really? You told me that Kandi said to your face. Phaedra said, no, I didn't. I told you, I repeated what I heard, okay? Now, when Phaedra allegedly dragged production into it and said one of the producers told her, that's when Bravo was like, y'all can drag each other and come for each other. But when y'all stop messing with Bravo and production, all of that, you gotta go, okay? And also, she wasn't remorseful and Kandi wasn't here for it. So people are saying, okay, so some of you took Portia's word for it. It was her word against Phaedra. So why does Giovanna have to provide text messages and do all of these things? She said Nene told her, and that's her word, and she's standing on it. You just heard Kandi say that the text messages that Nene posted in the group chat match everything Giovanna said. So then why does Giovanna have to come and post text messages on social media? Well, the reason why people wanted Giovanna to do that is because she kept saying all of her interviews and Instagram live interviews that she was going to see what Bravo showed.
And, I want to be respectful of the show and the network to allow it to play out at the reunion, not to go on social media and spill all the beans. She should have did it on the platform in which she's paid to do it.
And then she was going to post her receipts, her text messages, because Nene only posted what Giovanna said, but then they didn't post her part, okay?
The difference between her text messages and mine, when I finally do, y'all gonna see both sides. Mm-hmm. You're gonna see both sides, the blue and the gray.
And when are we going to see these text messages?
And you guys lucked up because we actually had these lives planned before all this panned out. So I wanted to, still hold my word. I wasn't going to cancel you guys. So people thinking I'm doing all this just because of that. No, I don't plan on talking about this anymore. But until after the reunion. Like I said, I want to be respectful to the show and let them play it the way it's supposed to be played, which is at the reunion.
That makes sense.
I was able to capture a few text messages with her part on it. If you go to the Real Housewives of Atlanta Reunion Season 12 playlist, you can see all of the Instagram lives Giovanna did, and you can get all of the receipts over there. I understand Giovanna said, oh, Nene was the one who told me to record Cynthia. Okay, I understand. But the way how Giovanna went on Instagram Live and did all of these interviews, I just thought when she got in her seat, Cynthia Bailey, Andy, and every single person at the reunion would have gotten text messages, okay, screenshots to their phones, right? And when she sat down, it would have been, well, I have sent everything that you guys need to know to your phones. The conversations between Nene and I. So then, based on what I just sent to your phones, ask me questions. Like, I thought she was gonna show some receipts, because anybody can say, this person said, that person said. Okay, this is the thing. Giovanna's saying that Nene sent a cease and desist letter. Okay, what makes Nene think she have the right to post Giovanna text messages all over social media? And what makes Nene attorneys think it's okay for their client to do that, but then Giovanna doesn't have the same right to post text messages? Giovanna could have posted those text messages and she would have won her case had they gone to court. Because then tell your clients, do not post my messages online. The problems with Nene receipts is, majority of the time, she only showed Giovanna responses, okay, but not hers. If you're gonna show everything, show everything. Show your part. And Kandi confirmed it. There's no way this girl is coming to you, telling you what we said and what's going to happen and this and the third, and you're not sitting there engaging and responding, okay? I will say, based on what I'm seeing online, all of these footage that did not make the reunion of Kenya Moore, like some major tea and major information that the producers decided to cut out, I won't be surprised if Giovanna actually provided receipts and in an attempt to once again protect Nene, even though they're not here for her, okay, did not show it. Giovanna kept touching her phone. She kept lifting her phone up. I can show you guys the receipt. She kept doing that, and she was there, she said, for an hour, a little bit over an hour, recording and all of that. So I wouldn't be surprised if what she had to say did not make the show. The important parts that showed her receipts did not make the show, and Bravo is probably just saying, you want to put out your text messages, do it on your own. It's not going to be, on our platform here. We're not about to be involved in any legal situations and all of that. So whatever the case might be, Kandi confirmed it. Nene text messages did not help her. So, we're going to go ahead and rock with Giovanna here. Giovanna was the snake. Nene was also the snake. They're both wrong. At least Giovanna is taking, accountability. I did something wrong and all of that. That doesn't make her, this better person and all of that. I'm just saying, at least she say, hey. What I also think is that Giovanna played Nene. Nene thought she was playing Giovanna, but Giovanna ended up playing her by letting her know, making her feel like, I will be the yes man to you, okay? I will bow down to everything you say. I will do whatever you say. And I'm going to make you feel like I'm going to collect information. But in the end, I'm going to look out for myself, because I'm not about to find myself in some serious legal troubles because of you. But I'm just saying, had Giovanna and sent everything ahead of time, she wouldn't have to be touching on her phone saying, you want to see the receipts. That's all I'm saying. But overall, I'm glad that the whole mess is over. Also, it's been reported on major platforms that Giovanna is coming back, that she signed on to be a full-time cast member for season 13. Now, this happened on Monday. On Sunday, however, this is what Kandi had to say.
Like, when we're on a show together, right? And so, I'm not sure, what the status of each of us of coming back is, because we don't know that. Neither one of us know who is coming back next season and none of that.
But this was filmed a few weeks ago. So the producers already had weeks to basically think about everything, who's coming back, who's not coming back. And so maybe on Monday, the ladies got their letters. This cast. There's always talk every season and nothing is finalized until we see the cast photos, and then we also see who's going to be a friend here, a friend there. If Giovanna comes back, it's 100% because Bravo is sick and tired of Nene leaks, and they either want her to quit, because Nene said that instead of them going from contract to contract, year to year, that her last contract she signed with a 2-year contract, something like that. And so if she's locked in and there's no wiggle room in there where Bravo can say, we don't care if you're locked in, if you are not abiding by our rules, we can still fire you. If that's the case and they're just stuck with Nene and can't really fire her without losing a lot of money, then bring Giovanna. You know, do things that's going to make her so uncomfortable to the point where she's going to quit. But hey, I will believe it when I see it. Thank you all for your patience and be safe out there. The end of here, my final loves. Thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.